Hi Aries. So today we're going to go ahead and do a love reading for you. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. I just saw this one a minute ago. So this is about reevaluating relationships. So this divine masculine, I feel, or not just one, but divine masculines are going through a reevaluation right now of partnerships in their life, relationships in their life. I am getting a specific message here with the woman at the bottom that this is really about them taking a step back and looking at things from a different lens. So it doesn't only have to be romantic relationships. This could be, it could be family members, it could be people in their community. But this is about having to take a look at the people that we've had in our lives, the people that we may have had certain connections with. What do they serve a purpose for? Why were they in our lives? So the masculines at this point are going through that. Let's get another card. And with the feminine at the bottom, it could be a specific, female in their life or feminine energy. I do feel like that's probably going to be the divine feminine, but it could be anybody that they may be kind of comparing things to, is what I'm getting as well. What else is the masculine currently going through? Okay, we have this card here about illusion. It's like magician energy here, manipulation. I am seeing this card here. This is about taking a step back, so that's kind of what I was referring to as well. This is about taking a step back and looking at things from a different perspective here. And this is actually adds up to a number 10. So this is about cycles having to come to a close. So right now, the masculine energies are basically taking a step back, looking at different relationships, different connections in their life, maybe perhaps for some comparing it to the feminine energy or somebody in their life that's very important to them here, and just the embodiment of a feminine, or what do they want, what are they looking for, not just with love, but maybe just, who's going to be there for them, or who's a friend, or there's just a lot of reevaluation going on. I do feel like with this magician here, the manipulation card, it could be that they have been seeing things, from a different perspective, from a warped perception. This is really a card about illusion. Okay, so this magician here can pretty much, he can manipulate energy. He can possibly be deceitful, or there could even be somebody in his life or an energy in his life that he's trying to reevaluate that is actually causing him to be, it's like when you're too much into something. Like if for example, he's in, a toxic relationship or a marriage or something, it's kind of like when you're too invested in it, you can't really see the toxicity of it. You can't really see what's really going on. Yeah, he's trying to find balance right now. Courage, balance. Let's get one more. What's going on with the masculines right now? Beautiful. We have healing. So this is about taking a time out, healing. There's these helping hands. So I think that right now there's a lot of divine intervention happening for the divine masculines. Here's the woman again. I actually feel like for some of you, if you resonate with this, if you are a divine feminine who is deeply connected to your counterpart, you could be sending some loving energy, some healing energy. I also feel like they're viewing the feminine as that as well. So there's a specific feminine, which I do think for most, it is the divine feminine, that they are kind of viewing in a way that is somebody who is almost like a home to them, or somebody who's almost like a place of comfort for them. And they may not act on this, or they may not, do anything about this, but I feel like it's sort of like the veil is parting here when it comes to what has been reality and what has been an illusion. So at the moment, the theme for the masculines, and this could definitely be also because we have Mercury retrograde as well, so this forces us to look at the past. So with that card coming up, it doesn't surprise me that they're looking at the different connections in their life, the different people, the different environments, community members, and how have these things maybe been keeping them in a place of illusion. There's a bunch of different things here. It also could be too, though, that there is still a sense of them needing to take a step back. Maybe they have not taken a step back yet. I think that they might be, but there could be something that's causing them to actually see the feminine energy in a different light than she really is. So let's see what else we have here. And again, it also could just be the feminine, like in general, like if this masculine is single or if he's just going through, what does he want in a partner? What does he want in a relationship? What does he want when it comes to feminine energy? So I think that there's a balancing going on when it comes to the yin and yang here. So a lot of masculines are needing to maybe take a look at their more feminine side or where they have had issues with feminines in their life. So what else, Spirit, do we have for the Divine Masculines right now? What is this relationship card about? This comparing memories, comparing relationships. What is this about for the masculines at the moment? We have a consciousness of lack in reverse, and we have fear in reverse. So I feel like they are working through fear right now. That's another number 5 card here. Wow, we have 2 5s. So we have 5, 5, and 10. So it adds up to 2 10s. And then we have Ascended Masters in reverse. But what's really interesting is that you see these hands. And look at the hands here. So I feel like there's a lot of divine intervention happening right now for the masculines, whether they see it or not. I do feel like with the fear card here and the consciousness of lack, there's something that they have to see from a different perspective here. Yeah, overcoming conflict here with the number 4 card. So I actually want to go ahead and see what this is about, because I do think that they have to really take a step back from where they have been in a consciousness of lack here. And this has something to do with relationships from the past. It has something to do with comparing relationships. Wow, the Tower. So what is this about for the masculines, this comparing relationships card? What are they currently going through in their life? Yeah, it's all about the past here. Wow. So what's really funny is that we had Justice for the feminine energy. It wasn't from tarot, it was actually from a different deck that I'm going to use in a little bit. But we have the Judgment in reverse. We have the 2 of Wands in reverse. And we have the Justice and the 8 of Wands. So what's happening actually right now is that they do want to bring justice. And it very well could be towards the feminine, because it's lining up actually perfectly to the feminine reading that I did yesterday, because the feminines, it was talking about justice coming in, justice being served. So I feel like there is definitely something here about the masculines coming out of illusion very heavily here, because the Justice always brings logic. It brings, you know, what's rational, what's right, what's the right and the wrong. And I feel like with the 8 of Wands, they want to start moving towards, it could even be communication, it could be travel, towards, I feel, a place of at least healing, a place of surrender, is what I'm hearing. But with the Judgment in reverse, this is things that they have buried, okay? So this is actually things that they have been... This could even go back to childhood, I'm getting as well for some. This is having to look at, because Judgment is all about our past too, but it's in reverse. So what I'm getting with this is that they have been, they're realizing that there has been a place where they have been, you know, in a state of fear, in a state of not really looking at their past head on, you know, kind of looking at things from a different perspective here. So with the 2 of Wands in reverse, they have to make decisions about coming out of the past energy. This could just be a mindset, or this could be an actual relationship. It just depends. Or it could just be, you know, again, people in their life. It's very much overlapping with the feminine energy as well, except the feminine's reading was more about self-worth. This is actually more about them knowing that they have to surrender the things from their past, or actually they have to bring justice to the things from their past that they have not given justice to. So this is definitely about the feminine here, the Empress card. But on a deeper level, for some of them, yeah, Six of Cups in reverse, this could be, there's something around a feminine. So this could be issues with maybe their mother, it could be issues with their family, which actually then would kind of influence their perception of the feminine, if that makes sense. So there's an issue here with the masculines that they're going through, or not an issue, but a kind of an awakening here happening to where they do have to bring justice to these things that they have neglected here. Actually, let me go ahead and get a couple more. What else is going on with the masculines with that card about the memories or the options? What's going on with the masculine energy? Yeah, wanting to get out of an indecision here. Two of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. Magician reverse. Very similar to this Magician here. I feel like there's a couple of things. The Two of Swords and the Lovers in reverse is a decision. A decision between, because I'm confirming this card here, which is all about comparing relationships. So this is the decision that they have to make on partnerships in their life. I do feel like the strongest message I'm getting is that they are kind of comparing, maybe directly, maybe subconsciously, the feminine to other things in their life. And again, this doesn't mean that they're just going to jump towards it. I just think that this is about where the masculine energy has to heal. And that comes to a place of past experiences and past maybe fears that have been keeping him from being loved, is what I'm hearing as well, or being open to this partnership, or being open to this feminine, the Empress, nurture, abundance, love, heart space. So they're going through right now having to make a choice, and this is a major shift for them, a major change. And I do feel like with the Justice and the Eight of Wands, they are actually, it feels like they're gonna be making this choice to bring justice to a situation. It also could be too, though, that they have received justice. So this actually could be, I'm getting a message too that for some of them, like a lot of stuff that has happened in the past with the Judgment in reverse is coming back into balance. That's what I had picked up on with the feminine energy. But because maybe some masculines have still been learning karmic lessons, it might be that the justice is also the fact that the feminines have kind of moved forward. So this isn't just about love, but this is about, I feel, how should I explain? Like there's something about the energy right now that's shifting into a place of balance, and this is all coming from our past behaviors and our past experiences. So if they were involved with like a very karmic energy, if they've been involved with a very karmic type of situation, that they have realized that they've been doing this out of fear, it's like something about the karma is balancing at this point. Okay, let's confirm this Magician type energy for the masculine. What are they currently going through? What's going on with them? This exact same position came out for the feminines in the middle, the Three of Swords in reverse with the Five of Cups, but it actually came out for the feminines in the upright position. They're going through a lot right now. I do feel like this is not going to be for all of you, but they have been in a situation that has been manipulative, or there has been a very unjust situation. I do feel like that's what's been coming through for a while. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed, Five of Cups. They have made bad mistakes with relationships, and this is what they're reevaluating. It doesn't mean that those people are necessarily all bad people that they're with or anything like that. It's just that they have made choices that were part of their journey. Just like the feminine has made choices, they have made choices as well. Yeah, there's some family issues going on that I think have been like an illusion here. So the illusion is being lifted for them right now. And I think a lot of this has to do with For some, it's their family directly. It could be even their mother. It could be direct, influences from their immediate family. For others, there has been a loss when it comes to maybe a marriage, or when it comes to a situation that they were not seeing clearly, or they were either the one manipulating it, or this person was manipulating them. Whatever it is, it feels like they have been in a place of not seeing something clearly, and it's almost like everything's crashing down to reveal what has been under the surface. How have these there's more to be revealed. Something is brewing here beneath the scenes, and I feel like they are needing to right now make a choice that is honest with themselves about where have they been stuck in relationships, involved with manipulative energies, being a manipulator themselves, bringing what's right to the table. What's going on with the masculine energy right now with the choices over here? Yeah, number 3, community. 6 is yours. We have fresh start and be confident. There's a new beginning happening here to where they are. So they're stepping into a lot of strength and confidence. I feel like that's also what this is about too. I'm getting a couple of different messages here. They have not been seeing, kind of like the feminine, but in a different way. They have not been seeing how they could have what they want, or how they could be lovable, or how a lot of trust issues around stability. And this would result in things from the past. Number 6, here's family issues again. So this kind of all is coming from family. So take that how that resonates, either for you or for your person. But it feels like something around family here is being illuminated for them to find that they actually have more power than they've given themselves credit for. And they need to come out of a place of making the wrong choices. Let's look at this over here. I want to see first, what is this 5 of Cups here, the 3 of Swords, the Magician? What is this all about for the masculines right now? What are they going through? What is their energy? What are they? Deception reverse. They're coming out of deception. We have deception. We have behind a mask in reverse. A lot of stuff is coming to light. That's what this is about. A lot of stuff is coming to light, and what it's doing is it's balancing the scales here to bring justice to a feminine, indirectly or directly. Let's see what that's about. But there has been deception involved in this storyline here in some way. Again, either they being deceptive, somebody else being deceptive towards them. It's a combination of both, because the decisions that we make and the people that we surround ourselves with, our community, is going to influence us, and that's what they're kind of going through right now. They want to discover something new. They have this desire to see more, to kind of they're venturing. The masculines are venturing. So okay, so let's look at this here. There's a lot of spiritual energy here too that they either maybe they don't know about it, or maybe this is just happening for them. What is this? The woman here and the healing card here for the masculine here. Yeah, present power. See this? And we have dark thoughts in reverse. They've been going through a lot when it comes to not seeing their present power. So I feel like for most of them, they're coming into a lot of strength just for their own life, and for you too. If you hold more masculine energy in you as well, you're coming into a lot of strength. So the masculine side is coming into this place of power. Success is yours. Knowing that they can achieve what they want. We have a number 8, 2, twice. And so we have the consciousness here of dark thoughts that's releasing, and we have the consciousness of present power that they're standing into. And this does have to do with an Empress, so that's why I feel that it has to do with either them balancing their abundant side, or some of them could even be just moving forward to a feminine that's going to pair, with them in a way that they can appreciate it, in a way that they can actually appreciate what they have. So what is this about for the masculines? The healing, the Empress, the woman. Yeah, the Strength card. Look at that combination here of the Strength, and we have the Lion and the Tiger. So they're stepping into this place of, it's also integrity. The Strength card is a very soft strength. It's not somebody who's going to be overly strong, like physically. It's somebody who has inner courage, inner strength. So the 5 of Wands here in reverse, they have enough strength now within themselves to step away from conflict, step away from a mask, step away from an energy that has either been deceitful or they have been the ones deceiving people because they just were not clear before. And this is not like an immediate shift. I just think that they are definitely wanting to do what's right. I think that they are wanting to do the right thing. So if they feel like their power has been given away to other situations, other relationships, they want to come out. 2 of Swords in reverse, Lovers in reverse, of a lack of decision making in order to actually do what is not only right for everybody involved, but what's right for them. Yeah, they're finding their soul tribe. So what's this about? Empress, the healing energy. Yeah, choose you first. And then we have take a trip, and we have more to come. So I feel like this is saying here that they are choosing themselves first. Again, I didn't want to focus really on like the love part of it. So it could be that they do choose to come forward to the feminine. It could be that they want to take a trip here. There's more to come here though. Whatever this is, I feel like things are unfolding, things are unraveling. So they want to choose themselves first. They want to choose their own happiness first. They want to step into present power. So this also goes for comparing relationships. This could be, again, it could be family members around them. It could be people that I do think there's family coming through in this reading. So somebody here, some masculine has been having family issues or family triggers. It could even be inner child stuff that has been keeping them from their present power. And they just pretty much are realizing that they don't want to be the one. Look at the bottom of this deck here. The fear. And the card here about being at the bottom, looking at what, in this case, he could be. So they have just been giving away their precious potential to other things that have been kind of draining. It's like I'm getting like it's draining what their true potential is as a man or a woman, whichever one. And yeah, so the masculines are stepping into their present power. That's the theme here. Okay, so let's just close it up with some of these. I pulled these for the feminine as well. So it really mirrors nicely to the feminine reading because that was all about her stepping out of low self-esteem or rejection issues. And I do think that however you look at this, some of you could be in a karmic connection, some of you could be in a twin flame connection, I just feel like basically there is a cutting of like one tie in order to move into him putting himself first. So anybody who's trying to drag him down, anybody who's trying to manipulate him or take away his power, he doesn't want that anymore. So what is the final 3 cards for the masculine with these changes that we have? What's taking place with the masculine right now? Yeah, good cheer. Stepping into a place of happiness. With kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. So they want to be cheerful. They want to have just a more abundant life. They have been feeling, and a lot of this was just their karma. It was karmic lessons. It was things that just were not allowing them to be free. I'm getting this, and this actually came through from my twin flame update I did the other day as well, to where the masculines were stepping into the sun's energy. So they want happiness, they want freedom, they want good cheer. And that's a really good thing. What else for the masculine? Inspiration, yeah. We have a number 10 here. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. So they don't want to feel like they don't have their present power. They don't want to feel a lack anymore. They don't want to be in the energy of not knowing their true worth. So for them, it could be more in a way of power. That could just be because they hold more of a masculine energy. And typically masculines want to get things done. They want to be in power. They want to be abundant. And they also want to have this, maybe abundant life here that's going to bring nurture, that's going to bring warmth. This could come in the form of a woman, a man. It could be just the energy of abundance in general here. It's also a Venusian energy, so that's surrounding ourselves with things that make us feel at home and good. So one more card for the masculine. Divine guidance. Look at that. So we have this, and we have the Ascended Masters somewhere over here. So that's what I was saying in the beginning. I think that there's a very strong divine guidance coming through for the masculines here. Whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. There they are. So there's a lot of healing coming through from all angles here for the masculine. So it's like whatever they have been trying to get out of, or whatever they have been trying to do for themselves that's positive, the universe is responding to that, and they are leading them on the right path. They're helping them to be guided to exactly where they need to be. And I do think that it is towards a feminine for a lot of them. And for some, it's just their own abundance, their present power, just a combination of both, because automatically those things fall into place when you step into your power. So I feel like they really want to act with more integrity. They want to be more in their power. They are being assisted by a lot of divine guidance right now. Part of this is also the feminine stepping in to heal, and maybe just on a spiritual level, but stepping in to heal and to help to mend the pieces that they had not seen before. They're reevaluating their current relationships, current dynamics, people in their life, family, friends, community, environments here. They want to step out of deception. They don't want to be either the people who are deceiving other people. They don't want to be in that kind of, doing things that are not of justice. If they had gotten wronged by somebody, if somebody, took their money or whatever, it's kind of like they are getting their own justice back too, because they may have gone through the lessons that they had to go through. Wow, that just flew out. We have destiny here and creativity. So all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. By all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. Yes, so I feel like this is also connected to creativity with the Empress and destiny as well, and authenticity. See, they want to be authentic. They want to be in their power here. So destiny, authentic, ascended masters here, and the spiritual energy is leading them to where exactly they need to be, and they want to put a rest to the past. They want to put a rest to things that have held them back from the past. And it's this eclipse season and the changes that are taking place is definitely going to lead them on that direction. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. I hope that this could help some of you or give some insight into something that you're dealing with. So take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Much love. Much love. Much love.